I'm Jordan. I did East Mountain residency in 2019, and I also did a summit program in 2018. So that's a 6-week version of the residency program. I think it was such a blessing for me to be a part of such an intentional community. Like each family, each person with East Mountain was really like dedicated to helping me grow and heal and find my way in this world. That wasn't something I was exposed to before, so it was really such a blessing to have people to help me figure that out, and to still kind of check on me as I've journeyed away from East Mountain or completed the program, and still stepping forward. Like, I've been really blessed by the relationships that I've had. I really enjoyed that we got to stay on a vineyard. I think that came with a lot of adventures of its own, and the residents would always just pile into this tiny car, the sparkly the car, and it looks like a clown car, and we would just go on adventures and go grocery shopping or go down to the beach, and it was a kind of bond that I would not have experienced anywhere else than living intentionally in a house for a year, like each of us just trying to grow in our different areas that God is highlighting to us. It was such a privilege to grow relationships like that. The learning still continues now, but I've learned the importance of scripture and the authority that scripture holds in my life. I think the culture that I come from is very sensational. It's very like feeling God's presence and feeling the peace, and I would say not always grounded in scripture. And I didn't realize that scripture was accessible to me. I always thought I needed to turn to somebody else who was studying it, or receive everything from a pastor, but I was given like that opportunity through my residency program to study scripture and to teach it also, which is something that I wasn't really used to, and now I feel really confident to open scripture, to grapple with it, to question it, which I didn't think was okay to do before. In the spaces where I'm leading the groups and young adults and teenagers that I lead, I kind of show them that they have that opportunity as well, that they can also grapple with the scriptures in a real way. It's not just ancient writings that were applicable to people back then, but they can actually find all the tools for life in scripture. Since graduating from the East Mountain residency, I moved to a community called Salt River, where I joined a missional community of people. So I joined a different community. I kind of saw the value of community and working together to share the gospel, and I was like really grateful to find another community that does that in sort of my corner of the city. So I joined the missional community. I moved into a discipleship house, and I started leading at a kids program. And since then, I've been growing a lot. I feel in my leadership responsibilities, which are really stretching, but also such an honor. I started a job in communications for an NGO, Christian NGO, which was kind of birthed out of things I learned about myself at residency. It was East Mountain staff who helped me to realize that I might be good at communications, and I decided to go and study it, and then I pushed through studies, and I don't think I ever would have gone to university if it were not for the people at East Mountain encouraging me and believing in me to give it a shot. And I finished university and started a job in communications, and so now I'm part of shaping communications in God's kingdom in Cape Town, which is such an honor, and sometimes I feel out of my depth, but I just realized that God is doing so many amazing things in Cape Town, and I just get to play a small part in that, which is such an honor.